Hello, my beautiful people. I flipped the camera around so that I'm not in front of those windows. So later on today, I will do a tamed wild review because my tamed wild came in. It looks like fun. And what's the thing on top? Corn dolly kit. I just saw that because I opened the box, but I saw what it was, and I was like, I get to make a second corn dolly. How exciting! So to show you my first corn dolly, now give me a break, lads and lasses and fairy folk, because I suck at arts and crafts. But this is my fairy doll. And the wings were inspired by the woman who was across from me, who made little wings. And of course, Sadie's was terrific because Sadie has mad skills. Aunt Squeak does not. But I had fun making it, which is the beauty of it. So let me just move this to the side before it falls off the table. Jeez Louise. I have so much crap on this table. I clean my table every day. Doesn't matter. It's still a hot mess. But I want to show you some of the other things that I got from the artists at this collective. So I like Tamed Wild. It's small business, so I get that. You know that I shop on Etsy, so you know that my Druidic tarot comes from Dana O'Driscoll, who's a Celtic Druid. Sells on Etsy. I did learn that I think Etsy dealers aren't treated that well. I learned that from the woman who makes these candles. And this candle smells absolutely delightful. So I don't know if she ships or not, but Aroma Realms, these are great candles. And then I wanted to show you, I got a palm stone on Etsy just this week to celebrate Lunasa of the Green Man. And for those that know, I sit with my Green Man all the time, so very connected to the Green Man energy and spirit. So, I was so excited to support local artists, and I think she just maybe goes by Mel. Maybe she. I feel like I didn't hear the whole name when she introduced herself. Mel, who made this box. I love this box because I like different things, because I make soap and I make candles and I make mostly herbal remedies is what I make. But, I make a lot of my own things. So I like to buy things. I do buy things that I make because I like to be inspired. I make my own incense and stuff like that, but I don't make cones. So I do like to buy things that other people make, and also to be inspired for new ideas. But I really like these boxes because, she takes all this time to make them. And that as a druid, we're all about the earth, right? And so this is upcycling cigar boxes, which is fantastic. And I love putting things in boxes. So I probably put a deck or something in here. So this is the box on the inside, and she's done magical things. She's done magical things to the box, which I don't know anything about, but in the box are things I think that are made by some of the creators that sell. So the candle came part of it, and the theme was Green Witch. And I guess they have other boxes that are out at a fair. So when they come back, I will see what's left. And then all the cards of all the different businesses are inside. Mel had also made this little, I don't know, like doily thing, but it's so cute. It's got sparkles in it, and it came with little mushrooms in it, little crystal mushrooms. So it's this tiny little green guy, and then a bigger boy. Here's a bigger boy. And I just love it. So I'm actually going to talk to her and maybe custom order a bunch of these for the Scottish Society, for an event that we have for the Burns Banquet. So then there's this amazing incense, and this is called Hocus Pocus, is the scent. And it smells purple, and it's sparkly. And like I said, I make my own incense, but I make loose incense, and I don't have cones, but I have, I have all the things. So I have this really cool thing that if you put the cone in it, goes down this waterfall thing. It's so stunning. And then there's soaps, which smell really good, and they are rose, I think. I thought I smelled rose. I thought it said rose. It's vegan soap, and it is, I have no idea what. Oh, no. I thought there was a flavor on it. Well, I must be dreaming. But anyway, there's 3 of them. And so I thought this was an amazing idea. I thought it was awesome because it kind of celebrated different artists in the space. And then I get to try out all their things. Oh, and it came with this, I think it's tarot bag, but I'm actually going to use it for my sunglasses. in my Jeep because they roll around all over the place. So that's what I'm going to use them for. So I really love this box. She does custom things. I'm going to link everybody's websites below so that you can order directly from them if they have that sort of thing. I'm actually going to talk to her about making some custom boxes for the Burns Banquet because we have a big one coming up. And very cool. So let's pull some runes, shall we? I'm going to ask Spirit a message for our greater good. I use Celtic Cross for myself this morning, so I think I'll do 3 Norns now. And first we'll pull out our Iona stones. Go. So we'll ask for our present energy. This message may not resonate with me. It may not resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. So present energy Hagelos, which is chaos. Or hail, that's what it translates to correctly in Gaelic. What led to it? There we go. And what is the outcome? All right. Let me go and think about these stones, see what Spirit says to me, and I'll be right back. So, this it's just an interesting reading. So, you know, I think in tarot there are certain cards that represent death or crazy crap or whatever. I don't know, read tarot, but that's the stone Hagelas in Rune Stones. But it can also just mean like change or something that needs to happen. And if you think about hail, right, like if you're driving and it starts hailing, you're thinking, the hell's hail for? Who needs hail? It doesn't help the earth any. It doesn't turn into rain or snow. You know, but you have to stop. I always have to pull over because I can't drive in it. So, but it makes you pause and reflect, right? So, you know, and you got there with Ingus, the Ingus stone is all about like reflection and making a change and moving forward positively and really like, you know, like something has to change. Like, you know, something has to change. You know, something has to be said. Something has to be conveyed. And a change needs to take place. And that change is not going to be that comfortable because people are going to have to stop and pause. But the outcome is beautiful, right? The outcome is absolutely beautiful. So, I'm just going to read the words to you so that you can say, so this is, by the way, the Dagus stone, which is, translates to dawn. Okay. Awakening, certainty, illumination, completion, and hope. So you go from this place, and it's interesting because this stone comes out differently in different sets of stones. It's either just like 2 Pac-Man mouths together like a diamond, or it comes out like this, and this is usually the way that I write it if I'm writing out stones. And it means, I just want to make sure that I have the right one here. Their words are, the translation is seed. Goals, growth, change, common sense, and hearth or home. So you have this like need to change to really like do something drastic, something that's going to not feel so good. It's going to hurt, but the results are going to be great. So I think about yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, and I'm not always comfortable sharing my spirituality with people because I come from a very religious family. I'm not so much more anymore. My family that is my family that's with me now is probably more aligned to what I do than previous family members would have been. But I always think about the purpose of conversations, right? What is the end game? What's the end goal? What are we looking at here? And I don't like conflict. I'm not a person who likes conflict. And so if I'm talking to somebody and they are just a person who is like I'm going to scream at you, I'm going to yell at you, I'm going to call you names until you believe my point of view and that you adopt it too. I think they're bullies, and I'm not going to spend energy my precious energy on conversations with people like that. I have many times changed my opinion through a very honest and forthright and generous, positive discourse, because I like to say, here's my position, then I listen to your position, and then I may not change my mind right then, because I always say this. I always say, like, when I taught at MIT, we would go for Thursday night trivia at the graduate bar, and everyone's like, oh, you're so smart, you're going to be great on our team. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be great on your team, because I have to think about everything. I have to think about all the answers, why all the answers are wrong, why the right answer is right. I'm not that fast. I have to have time. So I may not say it right in that moment, but I'll go home and I'll consider it. And if I get in an argument with you, like if we have a lover spat, then I always go home and I think about it, and I think about how it could have gone better and what the silver lining is, right? So I never really quite respond in the moment. And so I don't like talking about my spirituality with people in the wild. I did a lot of work with virtual reality in my career, so the real world versus the virtual world. I don't really like talking about my spirituality in the real world, because I don't want to get into it with dogmatic people who already have a judgment in mind of where they want me to be at the end of the conversation. I'd rather have the conversation and then us both walk away and say, this is the path that I'm choosing based on all of the information I've gathered. And my lifetime, 50 years, has been gathering information about my path. And if you're new to the channel, if you've been to the other videos, you know that I was going to be a nun. I was very religious at one time. I am not religious now. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. I have a lot of concerns about what I see the practices of the church. And that's not to say that churches are bad, because I think churches are a great place for people. I can only speak to what I know in the Christian church of the Anglican tradition. But I work on it every day. I meditate and I pray. I do the cards and I do the stones, and I'm always thinking about my shadow side, and I do a lot of work. So I put and invested a lot of time and attention and care to my practice. So I don't want it derailed with an argument of I don't want to spend my energy that way. And I don't want to pull that energy out of a person either, because that puts them in negative energy, and that's not where they should be. So it has something that needs to change. You change it and it doesn't feel great, but it leads you to a good place. It was very uncomfortable for me to tell a whole bunch of people that I do not know that I thought they were just, they were jeopardizing their business by being too open about things that not a lot of people want to hear about. That people didn't sign up to hear about. That's a better way to say it, right? I have no problem with conversations about those things. Like I said, I directed vagina monologues. I don't particularly participate in some of the things that they participate in or are interested in, but I'm not adverse to hearing about it, just not in that space, in that time, right? Invite me over for a potluck. Not that great of a cook, but I can whip up something through the cooking skills, the mad cooking skills of Dave. So time and place really is important to me, because I really want, this candle is like legit smells good. And you know how candles like smell good for the first 12 minutes and then they smell like nothing? Like, the candle still smells good, which is a testament to the candle maker. So, I want this business to succeed. And I have to be old and crony and get there. But that's the way it is, right? Like, so I think, like, Spirit's reminding me, like, you were brave and look how it worked out well. And it always works out well when you're brave and bold. And then I say, but, oh, Spirit, I am Gen X. I don't like to care about crap. And Spirit says, you have cycled through the physical world a bazillion times. You're only Gen X in this physical form. Fine. Fine, Spirit. All right, let's pull some cards. I didn't pull cards yesterday, so let's see what Spirit has to say. We are going to do 3 passes. If anything comes out with the reading, it is meant to be. If not, then the message stands on its own. We are going to take 3 passes. Once I shuffle and put some energy in. All right. Pass 1. So some of you watching are like, how do you get the jumpers? I didn't used to. I think it's the wear of the cards, to be honest. Spirit can get them out. I don't know. I will say that Spirit likes the other deck a little bit better. You can call me a liar. My Spirit likes any way it can get in touch with me. My Spirit guide's like, stop talking out of your butt. Fine. Shaman Spiral, awareness, practice, and connection. Again, a reminder for me to, I've been thinking of this all day, stand in your power. And I don't like catchphrases like that because I think they're generated by the media and they mean nothing. But I have gifts. I know I have gifts. I've had gifts as a child. If you follow the channel, you know that, unfortunately, this is such a cliche. I see dead people. I don't actually see dead people. I just know when bad things are going to happen. It comes to me ahead of time. I wish that good things would come to me. That would be fabulous. But I work on my practice all the time, and it really is an intuitive-based practice. And then divination, guides, Ogham, and tree spirits. So I did offer to the group that ran the thing that, you know, if they needed programming, you know, like I can teach Ogham, I can teach Rune Stone reading, I can teach Rune Stone making. I'd have to partner with an artist. It would be great to partner with an artist because I have a lot of the academic information about Ogham, but like, you know, you can make these beautiful things that they charge like $50 for. That takes like, you know, if you have paint and crayons and markers and stuff, you can make your own and frame it, and with something from the dollar store, and that would be a lot of fun. So it'd be great to partner with an artist who could do the art part and help people with that part, and I could teach the writing part, the Ogham part, talk about the history of Ogham and how it's been used and how it's been found, where it's been found around the world. So, you know, but I think divination is important in my practice. It's like a reminder from Spirit that I get my wisdom from Spirit. The wisdom's not mine. And somebody said to me at pipe practice last night, you know, you're so good. I said, no, I'm not. And that is absolutely the truth. If goodness comes through me, it is coming through Spirit. Left to my own devices, I'd be cagey and bitchy and all kinds of things. Goodness comes from God, in my tradition. All right, 3 passes. Anything from Spirit? Pass 1. Pass 2. Pass 3. Nothing from there. Let's see what's on the bottom. Ha! We have Divine Love. Which came out earlier for me today. I love this picture. You know, she's just like laying there. She's protected. She's loved. It's the 4 corners, the 4 winds, 4 elements. Like, she's just divinely loved, and she can rest easy knowing she's divinely loved. That's not a battle. It's not a battle to be loved by the divine. You are loved. You are protected. And as you grow in your gifts, you know, it's always a cycle, right? We're always growing in our gifts. And sometimes we backpedal. You know, sometimes you doubt yourself. You doubt the gifts. You doubt the things. It's just a reminder that you're loved. We're all loved. All right, we're going to pull a tarot for, just because I love these cards so much, and see what our advice is, and then we'll get some advice from St. Bridget and see what she has to say. So, as you know, I don't read tarot. I mean, I can read tarot. I don't read tarot because I don't. It's not my tradition, really. As part of it. I love these cards because I think they're pretty, which is superficial, but also Dana O'Driscoll, the woman who made them, is a druid, so I feel like they come from my tradition. And all right, one card for the greatest good, where we should move forward. We got 2. We have the Lovers, and we have the 4 of Swords. Huh. I don't know what the 4 of Swords... I love the Lovers card. I love love. Like, I'm, like, so passionate, and so... I'm such a lover. Like, that really is who I am. And, look how beautiful that is. It's amazing. So beautiful. I have to pause here for a hot second so that I can read the book. So I don't think you want me to read the book with you. So I'll be right back. So these are very interesting cards for a personal situation that's going on for me that I don't want to discuss or share, but that these came out together is interesting. So the Four of Swords, and the swords always confuse me because some of them mean good things and some of them mean bad things. This one is like you can rest, like you can take your guard down, you can rest, you don't have to worry. Things are going to rage up again, but for right now, like take a break. You're okay. Things are okay. And there is a situation. All I can say to Spirit is wow. Wow. So some healing happened in a situation that's been long standing for those of you who are faithful long-term watchers of the channel. And it provided some closure, if that makes sense. Like, I think that we can carry on now because there's closure that I needed on my end to happen. And it was good and it was positive. It was positive. I feel like our relationship is going to be different moving forward, but it's okay. It's a good space that it's going to move forward in. And it's definitely a Four of Swords thing. It's like I can put the swords down. I don't have to worry about, like all of the doubt and all of the why did this happen and what did I do wrong? Like all of that is now gone because there was a reconciliation, which ironically happened right before Witchy Wednesday. The irony is too much. Anyway, so my swords are down, his swords are down, and I think we're just like resting under that tree. The relationship will be different going forward. It won't be what it was. But that's okay because it couldn't be what it was for either of us. What either one of us wanted, it couldn't be. So moving forward, it'll be different, but it'll be good. And now it's on equal ground. So very interesting card reading. All right, advice from Saint Bridget. Goddess Bridget, Saint Bridget. I love Saint Bridget. Come into my house, you'll see her Bridget's crosses everywhere. Purchased through Etsy. So I don't know how to make them. Oh. Saint Bridget, please give us a message for our highest good. Let's see what Saint Bridget has to say. There we go. Snowdrop for beauty. A harbinger of the returning warmth of the sun, the snowdrop is a delicate flower reflecting the beauty of spring. Allow yourself to take moments throughout your day to gaze upon the beauty of nature. Oh, I love that. What gifts have Mother Earth unwrapped for you today? As you experience this beauty, breathe into your being. Breathe this pure, simple beauty deep in your core. Allow yourself to feel and be beauty. You are beauty. So remember that you're beautiful, however you're created, however God created you, however your higher power created you, however source or earth or whatever you believe in, however you were created, you are beautiful. And that's sweet. So on that note, I will leave you with all the best and light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.